With all sense of modesty, there is no other state like Lagos in Nigeria. Their state has witnessed tremendous progress politically, socially, and economically. The progenitors of our dear state will be happy in their graves with the tremendous fruits that have lived today.
This is the Ambodean story. A story of achievement, a story of creativity, a story of strategic governance. Come with us on this Ambodean journey. 24 months endless success story.
We are very lucky and very blessed to have somebody, like him.
He has done beyond the expectation of people.
He has been able to achieve the milestones he set himself.
From a colony to its emergence as a state, Lagos has over the years remained a reference point in developmental governance and resourceful economic realism. Created on May 27, 1967 by the Gowon Military Administration, the state has enjoyed the services of 13 consummate chief executives from the inaugural Johnson Military Administration through the Jakande Political Radical Development and up till the Tinubu School of Inventive Political Philosophy. The world just could not ignore Lagos's continued development. At the twilight of the Babatunde Fashola-led government, the need arose to shop for resourceful political figure with proven track records to continue the progression set in motion by Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 1999. The process eventually led to the emergence of Mr. ORIYOMI Ambode, an astute public finance management expert who on the platform of the All Progressive Congress contested the April 27, 2015 governorship election. Expectedly, the Herbert Humphrey Fellow was full of promises. Seconds ticked into minutes, minutes into days until the D-Day. Saturday, April the 11th, 2015, when Africa's most populous city-state decided who became its 14th governor. On that fateful Saturday, Lagosians with more than 800,000 votes elected Mr. ORIYOMI Ambode to stir the wheels of governance in Lagos State. It was a dream come true for millions of Lagosians.
The sovereign will of the people proved worthier than money and mightier than brute force. Your collective voice remains the voice of Lagos. Now, the official announcement from INEC has come. Democracy has triumphed once again.
The thoroughbred public servant was sworn in on May 29, 2015 to start another phase of journey of selfless service to fatherland.
I am committed to the State Development Plan 2012 to 2025. The plan is structured under 4 pillars. 1. Social development and security. 2. Infrastructural development. 3. Economic development. And 4. Sustainable environment.
If democracy is globally accepted as a government of the people, by the people, and for the people, the welfare of the people and development of the state remains sacrosanct to Governor ORIYOMI Ambode and his team of optimists and realists. Riding on the tripod targets of a cleaner Lagos, safer Lagos, and a more prosperous Lagos, the journey has remained a success story so far. This is the Ambodean story of creative and strategic government.
As we all know, the best practices of yesterday may not be good enough for the products of today.
In this sense, we shall embark on continuous reforms in the public service. I am determined to demonstrate that the government belongs to the citizens. You have put us here as servants to serve you, and not you serving us. Today, we are committed to that creed.
The then new governor was simply undaunted in fulfilling these promises. The visionary administration proverbially set out at dawn with a transformation of the state civil service, as that was the first point of measure of any serious government. With prompt salary payment, even under a national economic recession, it became easier for the resourceful civil servants not only to key into the Ambodean philosophy, but also to execute the policy to the delight of all. As a compassionate government, the sufferings of the senior citizens, especially those who have spent their lives serving Lagos, were not left untended. Despite being a young government, the Ambodean administration approved the payment of billions of naira to settle the backlog of pension rights to more than 1,000 retirees, while about 1,000 others benefited from the retirement benefit bond with presentation of certificates.
I want to say that those of us who are being given the bond certificates today, we should count ourselves fortunate, lucky. It has been a wonderful event, and it has been a very long time that this type of event has taken place. On some occasions, you have to remain for about 2-3 years before you can get your certificate of bonds. But today, after about a year or thereabout, I'm able to have my certificate. And I must appreciate our governor for doing a wonderful job.
Mr. Akimi Ambode,
We're kind of hopeless. We never thought this day will ever come this year. So I'm overjoyed.
Words cannot express my joy because I have lost hope totally.
Gracefully, we thank Almighty God for this, and let me quickly extend my thanks to the Governor of Lagos State, Ambode, for keeping his promise.
Poised to create an enabling environment for businesses to thrive with peace of mind in terms of security, the administration reawakened the 1898 Lagos spirit of illumination through the Light Up Lagos project. The project creates a grand aesthetic scenery along thousands of streets and highways across the metropolis. Many who last visited Lagos before the start of the Ambodean journey will definitely miss their way, especially at night, if not careful.
Everywhere is lightened up. You are sure you can get to where you are going. Driving is easy. Trekking is easy. Security, there's no secret area again in Lagos. Everywhere is exposed. No crime again.
A completely new look. A safer Lagos. A secured investor heaven, projecting 24/7 business activities. The Lagos State government's robust security roadmap is a reference point for its contemporaries in the Federation. Kudos to the Ambodean philosophy of creative and strategic governance. With an armory of 3 helicopters for aerial surveillance, 2 gunboats to ensure crime-free waterways, 10 armored tanks, 15 armored personnel carriers, over 100 number of brand new power bikes, and 4-door new squad saloon cars, Lagos is truly a testimony of excellence.
This is indeed a remarkable achievement by Lagos State government towards improving the security of lives and properties in line with the changed mantra of this government. I therefore salute the Governor of Lagos State, Akimi Ambode, for this initiative.
The list cannot be complete without mentioning over 100 Hilux and Ford Ranger trucks with regular radio communications and many other security equipment. As if that was not enough for the security of lives and property in Lagos, the government took a step further when on Monday 27 March 2017, Governor Akimi Ambode launched the State Neighborhood Safety Corps at the Agege Stadium. The Corps is to provide support service to existing security apparatuses in the state.
In addition to the induction of orthodox community policing techniques, the corps have been trained in the following skills: mediating disputes and the art of negotiating for peaceful resolution, balancing communal interests in resolving disputes, and proactive policing engagement instead of reactive policing. We are launching today 177 saloon cars and vehicles equipped with necessary communication gadgets to be distributed across our local governments, 3 per local government and LCDA. Motorcycles with full riders protection kits such as helmets, knee and ankle guards to ensure their personal safety for each of our 377 wards across the state.
Never bend your head, hold it high, look the world straight in the eye. If you want success, you must seize the opportunity as you go. Today, Lagos State is safe and secure, and consequently, it has won the confidence of a great number of local and foreign investors. Through the proactive drive of the Office of Overseas Affairs and Investments, otherwise called Lagos Global, memoranda of understanding have already been signed on the Lagos Smart City Project, Kuramo Island Resort, massive agricultural project, pencil making factory, and rice value chain. Other sectoral considerations are the construction of the 26-kilometer fourth mainland bridge from Ikorodu, passing through Lekki, Langbasa, Bayeku, and its environs. If completed, it would be the longest bridge connecting the island to the mainland and a masterpiece adorning the African landscape. Other similar laudable projects in this category include the redevelopment of Oshodi Interchange and the Ekpe car crushing plant, among others. Still in the area of physical development, particularly road construction, the Lagos State government has virtually converted the Lagos landmass into one big construction site. Lagosians won't forget in a hurry the 114 inner city roads project, which spread across the 20 local government areas and 37 local council development areas of the state in 2015.
114 roads across the state, even the rural people feel it. And his name is boldly written on gold and not in water.
We are giving him kudos for this, so more grace to his elbow.
As if that was not enough, Governor Ambodean recently declared that his administration would consolidate on its infrastructural renewal drive with the construction of 191 local government roads in the current fiscal year. The radical infrastructural transformation of Lagos State by the Akinwumi Ambode administration is historically monumental. Highlighting this feat are the state-of-the-art pedestrian bridges spread across the state. It remains a breathtaking experience for millions of Lagosians who have seen the 21st century engineering masterpiece the government has put in place at the Ojodu-Bega end of the state.
You are doing all of this in one graceful. I commend your effort.
This is a second chance, second term program. Tí Ọlọ́run bá wa gbé kalẹ̀. Ọlọ́run ló yàn ẹ́ o, ẹ̀dá kan ò lè yí. And I can assure you that ṣé ó lọ bẹ́ẹ̀? Ṣé bá a wà? Nítorí náà, I want to create the indulgence of His Excellency. Ṣé rí bágà tá ń wí yẹn, àwa ò mọ bágà yẹn sójú o. Àdẹ̀rírí. Ṣùgbọ́n a mọ̀ pé contractor ni. Ẹ bá wa sọ ní Ojodu Ambode. Ṣé gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ àbẹ́ ò gbà bẹ́ẹ̀?
This project is the product of our innovative team of engineers, architects, and town planners who have worked very hard to create an innovative solution to tackle the challenges of this axis. I say a big thank you to all the staff of Lagos State Ministry of Works and the contractors, CCECC, for a job well done. We're not going to stop at this Ojoju-Baja axis. It's an ongoing process. And we're working to create solutions to traffic congestion in every part of the state. If your neighborhood or community is experiencing traffic challenges, be rest assured, we'll soon be there.
In Abulegba axis of the state, residents and visitors alike are still bewildered by the pace of transformation which has taken place.
We in the rural area, we can see that the governor is working. My dear governor, we appreciate you. We love you. We continue to love you because you are doing the job. This is what we voted for, and we are seeing the result. It is beautiful. Good. Governor, thank you very much.
The Ambodean regime is very, very superb. And I promise that Ambode, the governor of Lagos State, next year 2019, is going to be unopposed in Lagos State.
Residents of Aboru in Alimosho would never forget in a hurry the infrastructural baptism the flood-prone community experienced with a grand event on March the 29th, 2017. Today, both Aboru and Abeson communities enjoy a new lease of life with a handing over of 485 meters long Aboru-Abeson Link Bridge. In commemoration of the 65th birthday of a former governor of the state and the national leader of the ruling All Progressive Congress, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
I want to assure you, sir, and the good people of Lagos and progressive politicians in Nigeria, that Alimosho will remain the bastion of political tendency and politics in Nigeria.
Lagos, we are seeing the result. Just over Oshodi, on our way down here, we were talking about dishes, television, decoder, channels, and everything on that bridge. That site is a construction site, development site. That will be a den of hamburgers. But what is going on there today is a developmental activities for the benefit of the entire country.
If you think the Ambodean Touch of Excellence is designed for just the middle and lower rung of the society, then you need to pay a visit to the highbrow parts of the state. Residents, commuters, and motorists in Ajah now have a reason to believe that this administration is not just another one to make up the figures. When the governor announced the commencement of construction of the reinforced concrete flyover in the area, not a few of the doubting Thomases sneered at the announcement. The Ajah flyover bridge will greatly improve traffic in that area. Here he goes again.
As part of our reforms, a new ministry of wealth creation and employment shall be established. This will specifically address the promise I made during the campaign on Employment Trust Fund, labor exchange, and entrepreneurship. This goal we shall pursue vigorously.
The Ambodean philosophy of creative and strategic governance has yielded a product of positive impact on the lives of millions of Lagosians, particularly the unemployed residents of the state. The administration's vision in building a strong, small and medium enterprise as a tool for sustainable economic front has continued to enjoy all manners of commendations, both from home and abroad. To consolidate this, the state went further to set up what is known as the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund of 25 billion naira. This is to facilitate access to funding for over 100,000 entrepreneurs in the state. Recently, the state government presented checks to more than 700 beneficiaries who have all gone through the prerequisite screening and processes.
A big bossa to His Excellency, because I don't believe in this program, and today the program came to reality.
Very honored, very happy with the governor of Lagos State, Ambode. I'm very happy with him for the very first time receiving such loan from the Lagos State government.
What about the Bile Youth Academy initiative? The academy, under the supervision of the Ministry for Youth and Social Development, is a leadership training program spread across the 5 major divisions of the state: Ikorodu, Badagry, Ikeja, Lagos Island, and Ekpe divisions.
I thank God for His Excellency the Governor that gave us the opportunity to run that program for that 1 week. What we are trying to do is to put an enabling environment for the youth of Lagos State to thrive. Give them an enabling environment, let them have focus, let them have the belief in government, that the government is there to assist the youth of the state.
Before now, I was not so much of an entrepreneurship person, but just within these 2 days program, we did entrepreneurship course yesterday. I'm already planning of a skill I could learn and venture into.
This program is really stupendous, and it empowers youth for their goals setting, team building, and even educates youth on sex, sexuality, and how to keep their money, savings, and investments. How to invest their money on good things that will profit them in the future.
I hope they take advantage of everything that is done here by the state and use that to improve themselves and do better.
A healthy state is a wealthy state. The first 2 years of this administration has seen dozens of public healthcare centers in the 57 local government and local council development areas commissioned. To underscore its conviction about the maxim that health is wealth, the Lagos State government just recently revealed plans to establish an agency by law to manage the state's health insurance scheme, expected to be rolled out soon. According to plans, the Ambodean team would provide the enabling environment for the private sector to participate in the scheme, with a view to increasing access to healthcare delivery by the 23 million Lagos populace. As we speak, the newly built 27-bed critical care unit building at the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital has commenced operation. This is to further demonstrate that the government's commitment to qualitative healthcare delivery is far from being a mere lip service. It would be recalled that on August the 11th, 2016, the helicopter landing pad, otherwise known as helipad, was handed over to the LASUTH management by His Excellency Mr. ORIYOMI Ambode, making a historic statement pertaining to the overall well-being of not just the people but also visitors of Lagos. This is beside the installation of an audiology at the ENT, that is, ear, nose, and throat department of the same teaching hospital.
This morning, first time in the 15 years, somebody was calling me from Park this morning, and I just looked back. She started to laugh that this your thing is really active. So I'm very, very grateful. I don't know how to express my joy, honestly speaking.
Before, if I'm here, as I'm here like this, I feel like crying because I will not hear what people are saying. But today, I give all glory to God, and most especially Lagos State government.
Also, the administration commissioned 26 new ambulances for state general hospitals and LASUTH, while creating dozens of additional ambulances spots at strategic points across the state. In an equal vein, 20 new mobile intensive care units were procured to consolidate on the existing ones. All these for Lagosians to live a healthy life while in the quest for sustainable wealth creation. If education is fundamentally believed to be the sole key to unlock poverty and ignorance, then the Ambodean political philosophy is strategically positioned to build the state education sector into a future prosperous haven of intellectuals. It's on record that the ORIYOMI Ambode administration conceptualized and currently implementing a project designed to raise the literacy level in the state from 85% to 100% within the next 3 years. Also, about 50 graduates were trained for 3 weeks under the Graduates Employability Scheme, YES, which was launched in all 5 government technical colleges in Lagos State. The same was the story of Ready, Set, Work initiative designed to equip students in Lagos State tertiary institutions for required necessary skills for the world of work. And these schemes have started producing the desired results. Take a look at these. Lagos State emerged overall best team at the 2016 National Festival of Science competition, competed and came first, second, and fourth at the 2016 International Science Exhibition Fair. The winner represented Nigeria at the keenly contested fair in the United States in May 2016. Lagos State emerged as the second runner-up at the Southwest Zone of the National Quiz Competition held in June 2016 in Abuja. All over the world, transportation stands as a top determinant of the economic indices of any society, especially modern cities like Lagos. Apart from rapid infrastructural renewal and development, the Lagos State government, under the visionary leadership of Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, was quite strategic in its drive to cut down the threats of traffic gridlocks peculiar to cosmopolitan cities of the world like Lagos. The administration embarked on construction of lay-bys at strategic points on various highways. About 2 years before Ambode came on board, a Washington-based newspaper, The Atlantic, described Lagos traffic as one of the worst in the world. 2 years after being in charge, this gentleman has wielded his magic wand, and the sour tale of Lagos traffic snare is only read in history of books.
Many of us where they come this side always spend like 1 hour, 3 hours, 4 hours for hold up. Man, I'm just from Idumota. You know, if it take me 30 minutes, I don't share the road. So he's a very good governor.
Ìyàtọ̀ ti wà báyìí tó pa dúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́ ọgọ́ṣẹ́ tí bàbá wa ń bọ̀ dé ṣe fún wa ní Lagos State.
It look like America. Yeah, Ambode, he done a good job here.
There lies the beauty of genuine democracy, reducing travel time, sufferings of millions of Lagosians, and enhancing the economic activities of the state. Many road furniture, particularly traffic lights, are being installed on various roads in the state, while concerted efforts in strengthening the traffic management and enforcement of traffic laws continue on a daily basis. The provision of ultra-modern bus terminals and installation of non-reactive plastic shade membrane at the Tafawa Balewa Square have been greeted with great excitement by Lagosians, while the delivery of the Lagos Blue Line on rail infrastructure has added value to the success story of this administration. For those still in the land of doubt, the Lekki Free Trade Zone speaks volume of the readiness of this administration to transform the dream into a reality in a thorough producing economy. The major artery roads are presently being accorded civil engineering solutions meant to curb threats of accessibility of all economic forces into the towering Africa's business empire. This commitment and responsiveness was given a boost by the approval and prompt release of more than 740 million naira to the host communities as outstanding compensation on the parcel of lands for the Lekki Free Trade Zone and Lekki Epe International Airport projects. Having discovered that the informal sector remains a heartbeat of great economies like Lagos, the administration has created a robust relationship with thousands of artisans through organized training and capacity building for tradesmen in various categories, in order to measure up to global standards in their various trades. The Ambodean policy of rent to own, designed to address the shortfall in housing, is another area of sterling performance for this government. The initiative, which is positioned to provide shelter to all residents of Lagos State with ease, presently has 12 housing estates in the nooks and crannies of the state. With just 5% of the value as commitment fee, the life-changing process for an eligible applicant begins. The 32nd President of the United States, Franklin D. Roosevelt, was the one who concluded that a nation that destroys its environment destroys itself. For the Lagos State government, in these past 2 years, the environment has remained a top priority. A case in study, is the environmental regeneration drive, which has taken a new dimension. Landscaping and beautification of roundabouts, triangular laybys and strips of land around the 5 divisions of the state also made the scorecard, in this wise, a colorful one. The Ambodean story will remain incomplete without a mention of the achievements in the judicial sector, in the judiciary. It will be recalled that on January the 30th, 2017, the government commenced the process of constructive and innovative ideas to submerge challenges in the judicial sector. It convened the Stakeholders Summit on Progressive Reforms and Enhanced Capacity for Justice Infrastructure.
There must be new progressive steps to meet contemporary needs. Otherwise, our laws and justice system will become insensitive to the needs of our people and irrelevant as an instrument of order and social engineering.
The global strides in commerce and information technology have transformed the world into a global village. Thus, one of our top priorities is to leave behind a legacy of a 21st century justice sector driven by digital technology and powered by digital literate judicial officers and legal service providers. We are already putting in place the infrastructure for the Lagos State DNA Laboratory for the processing of DNA evidence, which is a powerful criminal justice tool in prosecuting the guilty and exonerating the innocent.
Besides that, the administration inaugurated mobile courts to expedite trial of traffic and environmental offenders and decongest the prisons. Negotiations were full of excitement when the Ambode administration inaugurated a special task force to curb criminal activities of land grabbers in the state. Many property owners who slept with one eye closed before the start of the Ambodean journey now manifest a strong sense of protection of themselves and their properties. As of April 2017, the Lagos State government says its special task force on land grabbing has received 1,237 petitions. A large chunk of this figure have been resolved through various means, including physical enforcement, mediation, and conciliation. 2 years of viable democratic experience. A creative masses strategist blazes the trail in what many political observers have come to project as scientific panache of governance. Armed by an armory of his advanced business and economic planning, the consuming financial expert has virtually squeezed out water from a stone previous administrations practically ignored or considered impossible. ORIYOMI Ambode has extended his prodigious technique of strategic governance to the arts and entertainment industry. His approach is not only to create and sustain a basic calendar for the industry all year round, but also to help millions of teeming youths eke out a living, no matter how small, from these vibrant sectors. First, we heard and experienced what has now become an annual entertainment classic, the One Lagos Fiesta, a celebration of the culture, arts and the people of Lagos. The Lagos Street Party made its debut significantly in 2016. What about the Lagos International Jazz Music Festival? Oh, and not forgetting the All Africa Music Award hosted by the Lagos State Government in 2016. The presence of the state government at the recently concluded Toronto International Films Festival, the excellence of Echo Art Exhibition, and the plan to build theatres across Lagos' main divisions are just a few of those things being applauded both at home and in the diaspora.
Such an important partner in the development of our state as Africa's largest, busiest, and perhaps the most lucrative creative hub. In due course, you will begin to see that our interest as well as our engagement with the art community started a while ago, and it's just about to bear good fruits. We have commissioned several artists to decorate various parts of our state with landmark installations, which are in addition to the 6 art theaters and cinemas which are open across the state before the end of this year.
What about his achievements in sports development? The annual Lagos Marathon has come to occupy a very prominent space in the calendar of top sporting events world over. Many who had thought the 2016 edition was the biggest Lagos could offer were amazed with the grandeur of the 2017 edition. Over 20,000 athletes competed in the February 6, 2017 event, with a Kenyan long-distance runner, Abraham Kipton, holding the record, having won the 2 editions. The marathon course, which spanned a distance of about 42 kilometers, starts at the National Stadium, Lagos, continued along 3rd Mainland Bridge and finished at Eko Atlantic City, another great project which has wowed both friends and detractors alike. Food security is another major concern of the Ambodean system. In March 2016, when the set man, ORIYOMI Ambode, announced a partnership between the state government and its Kebbi state counterpart, not a few people felt it was another grandstanding by Nigerian politicians. By December 2016, many of the doubting Thomases, without any prompting, willingly converted to praise singers when the reality of the lake rice hit them. The staple was not only very affordable to the man at the lowest rung of the ladder, its quality can match that of any other in any parts of Asia or elsewhere. The roll call of honor is a clear attestation of the Ambodean feat in just a period under 24 months. Under his watch, Lagos State became member of 100 resilient cities of the world. In November 2016, the state emerged as the best security and safety conscious state in the West African sub-region, courtesy Security Watch Africa. Governor ORIYOMI Ambode was voted as Nigeria's best performing governor by African Leadership magazine in New York, USA. The talented human motivator won Vanguard newspaper's Personality of the Year Award 2016. While he stands distinctively as one of the 10 outstanding personalities who impacted Nigeria positively in 2016, the list is endless. There is no thrill in easy sailing when skies are clear and blue. There is no joy in merely doing things which any man can do. But there is a great satisfaction that is mighty, sweet to take when a man reaches a destination that others thought he would never make. Without debate, the administration of Mr. ORIYOMI Ambode in Lagos State has changed the face of the state in a space of just 2 years in ways that have never been experienced in the 50 years history of the Center of Excellence.
So we're very lucky and very blessed to have somebody, like him. I am sorry that I keep talking about him because he's a great person and I have a lot of respect for him because of what he's doing, not because he's a friend of mine.
It's going to be like Dubai. I don't say because Dubai themselves will not stop.
They do that industrialization is the key to economic development.
Lagos is the gold mine of Nigeria.
It's been wonderful wanting to do the work of Lagos in the last 22 months. It's been challenging, it's been very interesting, and again, it's been humbling. The truth is this: when you look at our manifesto when we put it up in 2015, it was very clear that we were out there to serve people. And we had said that these were the specific things we would do in the different sectors. When you look back, you will see that we've kept our words. I believe strongly that politics is about people, and people all talk about politics all the time. But what has always been missing is the respected leadership to deliver to the people what they want. And we think that Lagos is on the right path to give governance back to the people. And that's what we've tried to do in this last 22 months. That's what we will try to close in the next 26 months. And we believe by May 2019, we'll have to go back to my manifesto and also think I would have delivered whatever it is that I said I was going to deliver at the beginning.
It was Albert Schweitzer, the 1952 Nobel Peace Prize winner, who argued many decades ago that there is no higher religion than human service, submitting that to work for the common good he concluded, is the greatest creed. Indeed, the progress of Lagos remains utmost priority to Akinwumi Ambode and his teammates. That is the hallmark of the Ambodean service philosophy.